Hello gamers, it's SelfKitty99 in House Flipper. We're at the Man Cave house, and in the last episode we made this beautiful bedroom for our single guy in his brand new house with the steampunk wall clock, and definitely have to have a TV in your bedroom. Which leaves us with one big, huge, humongous space. There's this little hallway that leads to the bedroom and the garage, and then you've got this big open plan space here with French doors out onto the back garden. And it's even got a little fireplace, and then this little divider so that the fire's kind of hidden. If you walk straight through from the door, you've got that little space, and then the bathroom over there, of course. So obviously there was the little tiny kitchen here originally, and then there was a big sofa over here, so we've got quite a lot of space. So let's have a think about what we want to do with it. So let's start with the walls, and let's start with wall tiles. We're definitely going to want to put a bit of a kitchen in. Now let's think, what colours have we used? We've used a lot of red and a lot of blue, and we've actually used quite a few colours here. We've used red in the bedroom, we've used blue downstairs in the bathroom, we used brown in the upstairs bathroom. We wanted this to be a little bit more adult, didn't we? So how about we use the ceramic grey wall tiles for the bit of space that's going to be kitchen. I think if we start and put the tiling across under the window near the front door, we can have a long row of cabinets under the sink. We can have a sink and a long row of cabinets underneath the window. It's always nice to be able to see out into the garden when you're doing dishes. Staring at a blank wall is really just not very conducive to doing any work. Then we're going to want at least two. Right, so let's leave that at that for now. We might want to add a few more later, but I'm not quite sure. Let's think about cabinets and things and how much space we're going to want. So, kitchen. Do we build our own, or do we use something that's already made? And how big are these made? How big is this? How big is that? Something like that. So if we put something like this in, we could put like a couple of stools there, like a bar, breakfast bar type thing, and then maybe we could fit a electronic equipment. We could put a cooker. Then we haven't left enough space. Maybe we could. If we put a cooker there, can we fit like a tiny cabinet. Like these narrow cabinets. Could we fit a narrow one of them in? I know it doesn't quite match, but it kind of makes it look like we've done it on purpose. And then we could put like a fridge a little bit further away. Like we could rotate it. Oh, actually, I don't think I want. Don't want brown. I want. No, that's the wrong colour, isn't it? How about that one? Hang on, isn't there a double fridge? Like a big double fridge. Yeah, it's a big double fridge with a dark front. Actually, no, do you know what? I think I do kind of want that, the white. Yeah, let's try that. Now, if we could fit this here, like that, be a big double one. Right, then we need more tiles. Definitely need more tiles. So we want the wall tile and we want the... That's not the one. We want the grey. The little grey. That's the one. Then we want to add that a little bit more behind here. So we want... That's kind of the point of thinking about where you want to put your furniture, because that helps you to understand how many of the tiles you're going to want and where you're going to want to put them to. So I want them to go behind where the fridge is, up to the edge of the fridge. And I'm trying to use a few of the items that we've not really used before. And then that can be at the end there like that, and then this can go a little bit further along here. Maybe to the edge of there. Oh, we're going to need more. Going to need a few more of the tiles, so that we can finish off the space up here, just above the window, and then we can think about what we're going to do with the window. Kind of like the idea of curtains, but it's so close to the cooker and we're in the kitchen. I think we're going to use the blinds, just because it's so much safer. I know we're in a game and we don't need to be practical, but it's always good to think about things like that. If you were actually designing your own house, you wouldn't put curtains that close to a cooker and a sink, because you wouldn't want them to get wet all the time and you wouldn't want to risk setting them on fire. So let's just finish that last couple of things here, and then we'll pop in some blinds on the windows. So let's go to blinds and grab the open ones. I think we're going to have to do 3 separately, aren't we? 3 little ones, because of the style of the windows. I think we do 3 little separate blinds individually, and then when they overlap, it all looks like one big blind. So just one more. Assemble this final one, then when you look at it, it will look like you've just got one blind in the whole window, which you would have in real life. But now you see, it just looks like one blind across the whole space. So that's our kitcheny area. I want some light stools to go. Stool. Oh, stylish stool. Chair. Do we have like bars? We don't have. Didn't we not have some bar stools? Or is that, am I dreaming? Yeah, bar chairs. There you go. That's what I was. Right. So the frame. By many. One. Two. Three. I like that. And then we want a little bit of a decoration. I think I'm going to go back to the Mum did this idea. Mum made him some little picture things, so he kind of feels obligated to have them up. No, they're just a little bit of decor. It's meant to be a bit of fun, and then we can pretend that he's had a go at having some at growing a herb or two. So he's got a a couple of ferns. Let's have them in different colours, a couple of different fern pots, and let's kind of pretend that he's tried to grow a couple of herbs. Trying to be a bit of a culinary genius. And he's tried to grow a few herbs just to make it feel good. And then if with it in the there's a cookbook thing, isn't there, and all the a recipe book somewhere. There you go, a notebook with recipes. So maybe his mum's given him his a notebook with recipes, or maybe he's decided he wants to learn to cook and be a bit of a cordon bleu type guy. So he's learning a few things, and then we need the knives. There is a knife block, isn't there? Knife stand. Oops, I just got myself lost. So let's put that on the block there. Yeah. Is that good? And then, yeah, no, that works. I think that works. Right then. So, next we're going to have to think, what are we going to paint on the other walls? And are we going to have like a feature wall? So if we were to think about a feature wall, what have we actually got for... There's not a huge amount of different styles of things, is there, for the... We've got brick and stuff downstairs. Wood panels kind of gone out of fashion. This is very traditional. How about the red? Should we do red maybe on the back of the... It's a shame this doesn't come in more than one colour actually. If that came in different colours, that would give us a little bit more choice, wouldn't it? I think if we, across here, we put some panelling, so that we've got a little bit of a splash of colour. I just don't want everything to look the same, especially when we've got this huge open area for building in. I mean decorating in. Building in. Not building, it's decorating, Kitty. I suppose we could build and rearrange the walls, but I like the idea of trying to utilise this big space. And I think we're going to have to come back to this in another episode, because I think it's going to take too long to do all of this in just one episode, because it's quite a big space. Oh, look, not quite enough. I don't really need a whole packet, we just need a couple more pieces just to finish off that. Now, do I? Actually, do we make this a decorative centre wall thing as well? Or is that too much? Might be too much. Might be nice, might be too much. We can try it and we can see what we think. Now if we grab ourselves some more paint, I think we're going to be a little bit calmer with this one. Do we want to use a white or do we want to use a cream? How about a cream for the rest of this? Because it's quite a big open space, so I don't want it to be something overpowering. But I don't want it to contrast too much with things as well. So I'll keep painting the walls, and then we'll decide if we're happy with what we've got. I've quite enjoyed doing this house. I've had a think and do it a little bit differently. I've not really decorated for like a sort of manly bachelor pad type house, really. At least I don't think I have. So it's been quite fun doing it a little bit like that. Right, then we'll get close up to the wall panels. We can now decide if that matches. Yeah, see, that matches quite nicely with the background colour behind the red section. So I think the final episode will be putting the furniture in this living room area and then selling the house on. So I will continue painting just around this way here. I think we're going to need an extra can of paint because we're going to go down the hallway with the same colour, I think. We're going to need a new can of the light cream. So we're nearly done now, just that last few little bits here along the little bit of this hallway, and then we'll think about what sort of furniture we're going to want in that main room for the next and final episode for the man cave. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. From SoftKitty99, goodbye and happy gaming!